What it do? It's your boy, Illuminated D. And you know what I'm saying? We back with another one. The first thing I want to do is thank you to everybody who's liked and commented. And to all the subscribers, Pops and I want to let you know how much we really appreciate you. For you to come and spend your time with us and to consume the content. While we understanding that you have busy lives, we want to thank you and bless. So the first thing I want to do is let you know that there's been a lot of talks on these YouTube streets. There's been a lot of conversations going on and people talking about motion this, motion that. They said that if you ain't got no motion, you need to sit back and not say anything. You need to go hide in your corner. They said there's a cup chair for everybody and that you should hide in your corner. Yeah, I said it. But I want to come and let you know that you gotta have grace with yourself. You gotta have grace with yourself. A lot of times I know that it's hard because in our own minds, we are our toughest critics. Aside from the individuals and the daily trials and tribulations that you get on a daily basis, a lot of times we're our own hardest critic. And that's because you understand that if you don't put in the work in order to fuel your life, that it's never going to go anywhere, or you're going to stay stagnant. You know, we don't have a crystal ball, so we can't see the future. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we would love to say that we could set up a prediction table and we will be able to have some sort of parameter that allows us to understand or to know something that tells us, okay, yeah, this is going to happen this day. This is going to happen this day. Oh, this is going to happen, so maybe you could do this to avoid that. You know what I'm saying? It all sounds so easy. But the true reality of it is that's not real. And understanding that we don't have a crystal ball is actually a daily journey. And you know what they say? They say, little ripples create waves. So baby steps. And you got to understand, like when I look in the video, right? I'm not going to go too deep in the financial topic, but you know, in the video, the owner, he said when he first started his company, he had no idea what he was doing. He said they had no idea how they were going to scale it, and it ended up being a $1 trillion company in the future. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we don't have the roadmap to be able to map out all of the shortcomings or the unfortunate events that come off in life. And a lot of times we tend to blame ourselves for things that we can't even control. But in understanding that, that's why I say y'all gotta have grace with yourself, because if you have grace with yourself and you have an understanding that as long as you're making baby steps every single day, as long as that you're trying, as long as that you're studying and you're looking for new knowledge, regardless if it's directly attached to the thing that's going to take you to the next level, as long as it's in productivity and it does provide some sort of future upbringing, some sort of future enlightenment in order to get you to the next level, then you know that you're on the right track. And you got to understand, like I said, we don't got a crystal ball, so you're not going to know every single detail. But that's where you got to leave it to your higher power. That's where you got to leave it to God. You know what I'm saying? You leave it to God and you pray. And whoever your God is, whatever you believe, whatever, you know what I'm saying, whatever you do in order to get your mind right, whatever you do in order to bring peace to yourself, in order to bring more manifestation, more positivity, more love, more life, more peace, more success. You know, you got to do what you got to do in order to get yourself there. So, you got to do what you got to do in order to get yourself there. And it all starts with writing out your vision, having a plan in order to accomplish it. And then, even in your shortcomings, have faith that the possibility is there in order for you. Oh, that's crazy. That's lit. The light stayed green the whole time. But providing yourself an opportunity and a mindset of belief, writing out a vision, And even when you come into shortcomings, troubleshooting. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta troubleshoot that shit, man. You gotta troubleshoot, regardless of what it is. So if you just started a clothing brand and you got logistical problems and you're trying to figure out, instead of how can I create my product in a week versus 4 weeks versus 5 weeks, 6 weeks, how long does production take? You know what I'm saying? If you want to get fit, you got to realize that a lot of times, right, this is all tied in together, but looking at having grace in yourself, we're willing to go work for a company and take no pay for the first 15 days. So you working for free on hope and faith that this company doesn't go bankrupt in 15 days so that you can actually receive your first paycheck. If you're willing to do all that work for free with the hope and faith that you're insured for your paycheck, why not go and do something for yourself? Try something new. That new thing might actually get you to the next level. That new thing might actually put you on. That new thing might put you in position. You know what I'm saying? I could have never seen myself being a designer when I had this gung-ho vision of wanting to be a rapper. That was never even in my head. Come on now. I never even thought about it. When I wanted to be a fitness enthusiast, when I wanted to be a fitness coach, when I wanted to be a podcast speaker, I had no vision or thought process that, hey, why don't you just create clothes? And then one day I said, hey, look, I'm going to create a hoodie. I'm going to create a hoodie. And then after I brought the hoodie into reality, I was like, dang, wait, we've been doing this for a little minute. You remember back in the mall when we used to go to the kiosk and then they would spray paint the shirts for us? You know what I'm talking about? And then we would make our own shirts and we would build our own product line, and it was all based off creativity. It's the same thing. It was the same thing. And I said, dang, well, if that's the case, why can't we take this to the next level? Actually create a brand, create a store, sell a product. And then I said, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and build a watch store. And you know what's crazy? I was making $1,000 a day. Yeah, I said it. I was making $1,000 a day. So you can imagine, right? But you know what happened? eBay shut my store down because I ended up finding out that you can't sell trademark products like as a second party vendor without permission. And if you get caught, then they charge you $50K. They can sue you for like $50K and it's an automatic win. So when I found that out, I was like, dang. I was like, that was my shortcoming, because you got to imagine, if I was making that much money a day, you can imagine the lifestyle that I was used to. And then all of a sudden it got cut off. And then life started happening. Can you imagine making that much bread, cutting it off, and then life start happening, and then all of a sudden it's like, dang, what happened? And then it takes you into a state of depression. But you can't stay in the state of depression. You got to envision your way out of that. You got to envision your way out, because you got to understand nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's going to come and save you. That's the crazy part. That's the crazy part that nobody seems to understand. Being wealthy is hard and being poor is hard. I mean, I've definitely seen some homeless people that make it easy. You know what I'm saying? They pay a $10. If I was homeless, which I'll never be, right? But I see that some homeless people, they're smart because they pay $10 and then they work 3 jobs in order to sustain themselves. To me, the juice just isn't worth the squeeze to have to work 3 jobs, bro. So in my head, I'm willing to take the hard route and try a little bit every single day and help the team and to utilize my resources in order to put my own self in a position. Because that's what you're supposed to do. While having grace with yourself and understanding that Rome wasn't built in a day. Greece wasn't built in a day. America wasn't built in a day. You know what I'm saying? And if we start to realize that Egypt wasn't built in a day, and we seen what it took. So I just want to let y'all know, have some grace with yourself. You know, today's February 2nd. It's a Sunday. And I want you to just reflect, you know? Reflect on the new year. This is not a New Year's resolution. We're not resolutioning anything. You know what I'm saying? We already putting in work. We've been putting in work. Been doing what we do. Been doing this. You feel me? So in that being said, let's keep going hard. Let's keep focused on the future. Let's keep grinding. Let's keep motivating. Let's keep staying persistent in order to get to the next level, the goals that we seek. Let's get to that bag and let's get to that financial freedom. Because we all want to be successful and we all want to be somewhere in life. But in order to do that, you got to do something that you ain't never done before. And that's the reason that we doing this right here, right now. All right? Everybody be blessed. Be safe. We out. Peace.